and welcome to another episode of the GTeX show. My name is Simone Vincenzi and I am your host for today. I'm joined by the sex and happiness expert, Anne-Marie Gravil. How are you, Anne-Marie?
Hi, nice to see you again, Simone. Thank you for having me here.
Great to see you, Anne-Marie. Now, sex and happiness. Dun dun dun! That's a great topic. Why is that important? Sex and happiness together.
It is, and when I tell people what I do, what I want to be in, it conjugates all sorts of different ideas, and people become very interested. So I know that I'm on the right path. So I got interested in this because when I was turning 30, I realized suddenly it was like, what's the meaning of life? You know, like, who am I? Where am I going? What have I got? And it was all these kind of questions.
Yeah.
And one of the areas where I wasn't doing really well was relationships. I felt very much sad and hurt. And
I think there are many people that are around the world that are watching us right now that they might have the same feeling of actually things are going great in my career, but relationship, don't go there.
Yes, and so I decided that somehow it had something to do with confidence, and I went to the Actors Institute to get some confidence.
Okay.
And through that, I discovered personal development and psychotherapy. And so I went to therapy and I learned a lot about myself. I learned that up until then I had been making decisions, other people were making decisions for me. And I didn't have clear boundaries, and that I wasn't taking responsibility for things that I did or didn't do. And that was kind of like the cause that was...
So all this awareness, then what got from this awareness to say, actually, I want to help other people having a better relationship with themselves and with their sexual life, with their happiness? How does it work?
So after that, it took 3 years, and after that, my relationships were much longer, much happier, and I was a changed person.
Right.
And I so decided that because I had changed, I wanted to help other people to change. And
It's kind of giving back, something that
Yes.
you felt where you were really struggling with that, you managed to overcome it, and then you wanted to give it back.
Definitely, I wanted to sort of help other people, and when I mentioned this, that I'm interested, you know, that I want to do sex and happiness, sometimes people say, oh, give me some tips on how I can pick some girls, or, you know, how can I get my partner to, you know, be more responsive, and, you know, and this kind of things. So I know that there is actually quite a lot of, you know, that people can actually learn, because once we learn about reproduction and sexuality in those terms, we don't learn necessarily about technique or intimacy or about other things.
It's a big taboo. It's very left out from the main education. It's not. So can you give us one tip that can maybe like makes us happier in our sexual life or relationship?
I think that one of the best things that you can do, regardless of age or gender or preference, is give yourself permission to explore and to find out what you like and what you don't like, and just be open to try new experiences.
So be open to do new experience, to experience new thing, Anne-Marie. Thank you very much. That's a great tip. So guys, if you feel like you're doing things always the same way, change it. Okay. Now, how can people get in touch with you, Anne-Marie? It's been great talking to you today, and we got a great value, and I believe that once, we are living in a society where relationship is fundamental.
Absolutely.
And when we meet someone that we can stay with, we can share our life with, or in a period or the whole life, is incredibly fulfilling. So how can people get in touch with you, Anne-Marie?
At the moment, I'm putting my website together, and the name is Sex and Happiness. It's hyphenated, and sexandhappiness.com.
So www.sex-and-happiness.com. Fantastic, we get it. Amaury, thank you very much. It's been a great pleasure having you here today. And guys, I'm looking forward to seeing you next time for the next episode of the GTeX show.
Thank you
Ciao.
very much. Thank you. Thank you.